Northeast India's first ever business debate competition. The competition that you're doing is hosted by the Startup Society along with Vastavikta, UZ World Digital, and Digital Literacy Foundation. And I hope that this competition goes smoothly for all of you and also the organizing members. Okay, so first of all, I'd like you all to meet your judge. His name is Arkashish Sharma Bordoloy. So, Arkashish, please introduce yourself.
Thanks, Priyakshi. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
All right. A very good evening, everyone. I'm Argashish. I'm the founder of Youth Digital Literacy Foundation. It's a youth-led organization established in 2023 with the aim of empowering the youth by equipping them with future-ready skills, which actually matters in the 21st century, apart from the traditional schooling that we are currently in, right? And since our inception, we have reached over 35,000 young people, including the underprivileged and the underserved communities. Now, alongside YDLF, I'm deeply passionate about graphic designing, developing marketing strategies, and overseeing creative departments of multiple diverse organizations. Now, with a cumulative experience of around 1800 plus hours in such diverse skill sets, I'm glad to announce that I'll be chairing the Business in Conclave organized by the Startup Society, and I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity. Now, coming towards the debate, I wish each one of you the very best. I would be asking questions. I hope it will be entertaining. And I hope that even though if you fumble, you continue your speech, you continue presenting your solutions. That's what this particular event is all about discussing the ethics, discussing how companies manage themselves and how they maintain the ethics, right? So, as the judge, as the chair, whatever you like to say, I just expect that you all be active, you all be presenting solutions, good solutions. That's it from my side.
Okay, so thank you so much, Arkashish. So I'll be resharing my screen. Just give me a sec. Okay, so is my screen visible? India's first ever business debate.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I think you all already know our agenda, right? So basically, our agenda is balancing profit and ethics in workplace. Now, any one of you can answer. Like, what is the first thought that comes to your mind when you see this specific sentence? Anyone?
Now, balancing what is right morally and maintaining the profit, expanding the business economically.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. And anyone else? You can speak anything. There is no right or wrong here. Okay, it's all right. So see, from my perspective, what I think balancing profit and ethics in workplace is that you can see that there are many huge companies in today's world, right? So what they do is that sometimes in the name of profit, they exploit the workers, they exploit the customers. But then it's very important that what they take from the society, they should also give it back. Okay, I think someone raised their hand. So can you please speak?
Yeah, the microphone was not working. By seeing the agenda, I think the agenda want to say that we should the balance both the profit and the ethics in the workplace. Regarding that, ignoring the workplace nature for the workholders, the people that are working there, and balancing both at the same time.
Okay, that's perfect. Yep. Okay, then. So, moving to the next slide, we would like each and every participant to introduce themselves. Okay, so how to introduce themselves is come one by one, and after that, tell your name, the company that's assigned to you, and one hobby of yours.
Also, Priyakshi, I would like to add something to the introduction.
Sure.
Yeah, so along with your hobbies and all, I like for the participants to speak on why exactly they registered for this particular event. And again, we already discussed what the agenda means for the entire committee or for the entire event. But what does that particular agenda mean for the participants? So first of all, why they registered for this event, and secondly, uh, according to them, what's the definition of the agenda?
Anyone can start.
Yes. Hi, everyone, and good evening, everyone. My name is Ayan Banerjee, and I'm representing Swiggy. Now, I'm grateful for Priyakshi that she has assigned me Swiggy, as I'm a student of MBA in Public System with specialization in Transportation and Logistics Management, and I'm deeply connected with the e-commerce industry. So we believe that in Swiggy, we believe that profitability and ethics they go hand in hand. So most of our success depends on our customers, our delivery partners, and restaurant partners, also our employee and the gig workers, which are active in most of the states of India. Around 3.5 lakhs gig workers are active right now regularly. And so, since we are operating in a highly competitive market since 2014, we take care of the customer's welfare, also the workers' welfare, because we disburse 3.5 uh, wait, we disperse annually 30 crore insurance claims, and also the 15% of the claims related to family members. So right now, Swiggy is balancing ethics and profitability, and also expanding its business. So, and we are also taking care of the sustainability part. So we aim to deliver 100% electric delivery fleet by 2030 with our strong ESG goals. And apart from that, why am I participating? Because this is my first debate. Uh, this is my first debate competition that I'm taking part, and I'm grateful that Priyakshi assigned me Swiggy because I have studied Swiggy in my semesters in in my case study part, so I can talk about that freely. And also, I'm ensuring that Swiggy continues to build a more responsible and sustainable future. And today I'll be showing and demonstrating how they are driving the business growth and also maintaining the ethics and profit part. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ayan. So next is Triti Agarwal audible. Am I audible to you, Triti?
Can I speak?
Yeah, sure you can.
Okay, so guys, hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Satnadeep Karmakar, and uh, I'm representing Tata. My hobbies are basically, well, I do a lot of things. Okay, I play football, I play lawn tennis, and all that. So there's no particular hobby as such because I do a lot of things. And as our mentor or the speaker, Arkasha Sharma Burdoloy, he asked this one question: why did we participate? For me, the reason would be the agenda. The agenda is top notch. Okay, it's really good, especially for Indians. We should really appreciate that there is an organization, especially in the northeast part of India, which helps these new businesses to flourish and gives them a platform. So yeah, of course. So of course, it is a pleasure to come and speak on this agenda. And on top of that is that I do a lot of debates. Okay, I have done a lot of debates in the past, and there was a huge break or gap. So I have been to Malaysia summit, I have been to Japan summit, and this time again I'm going to go to the Japan summit in January, which is going to be in January, I guess. So that is why I'm just going to take my initial progress like I used to have before when I used to actually go and debate. So yes, that is also one of the reasons. And the company that I have been assigned to, Tata, it's a really good company. So yeah, that's all. And I hope you guys are doing really good. Uh, Especially Iron Banerjee. This is your first debate. I know you will ace this debate, bro. Trust me. And yeah, love you guys and give your best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Satmarip. That was a great introduction. So, who would like to go next? You can just unmute and go on.
Hello everyone, I'm Dhriti Agarwal and the company I've been assigned is IKEA. So my hobbies, I don't really have a one particular hobby. I tend to get bored of things really easily. So I've been trying a lot of new things and that is the reason I joined this debate. It was a new opportunity. I don't usually go for debates, but I am interested in business and I was really looking forward to meeting people who are maybe like minded or just as interested in finding out about how big businesses were formed and all this really gives like an opportunity to meet with people and to speak out, and I really enjoyed the researching part, making the speeches, and I quite stand with what IKEA actually where IKEA actually stands as far as the agenda of this debate goes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Shruti. That was a wonderful introduction. So, the next participant can introduce themselves. Feel free to introduce yourself. It's totally fine. No one is here to judge you. Ragini, would you like to go next?
Yes, sure. I'm visible, I guess.
Yeah, you're visible.
Okay. There might be some network issues from my side, so please don't mind about that. Okay. So, my name is Ragini Chakravarti. I am in 10th grade right now, and uh, my portfolio is anthropic. Okay. So, as our respected judge asked the motive to join this conclave, so you see, I registered for this conclave because I wanted to contribute my technical skills. Yes, because my hobby, which I would say, is coding. I am really very much into that. So now I'm starting with computer vision, and also so that's why I really want to contribute my technical skills into uh, the startup society, where, and it means it's a platform that brings young minds together. So I want to learn from young mind people, and that's why. So coming to my main portfolio, that is Entropic. So today I represent Entropic, which is world's leading artificial companies founded with a bold vision, and that is to build AI that is not only powerful but also safe, what to say, reliable and beneficial for humanity. See, in this era where AI is transforming healthcare, education, what to say, business, the biggest challenge is no longer how intelligent AI can become. It's whether people can trust it or not. That is where Anthropic stands apart. You see, uh, Anthropic was founded in 2021 by former AI researchers. So Anthropic introduced Claude. I suppose all of you have used it. So it's an AI assistant basically designed to be helpful, honest, and harmless. So Anthropic's Claude has become popular because it combines a strong focus on AI safety with excellent real-world performance. The models like Haiku, Opus, Sonnet, it offers a balance of intelligence and speed to all the users. So that's what from my side is, and I would like to say that because in this age of AI, the greatest innovation is not only intelligence alone, right? So it is also the intelligence that people can trust, and that is exactly where Anthropic stands. We don't only provide intelligent AI but also safe and reliable, as I've already mentioned. So with that, I, Ragini, representing Anthropic, conclude my presentation. Thank you for your time and consideration.
That was a great introduction, Ragini. I learned a lot, honestly.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Yep. Okay, so next, let me just check. Okay, so Abhay is having some internet issues. Okay, that's all right. So, Gyana, would you like to introduce yourself next?
Yeah, sure. So, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
So, good evening, everyone, and I'm Gyanav. I'm representing Microsoft. I'm happy to say that Microsoft is one of the most profitable global company, and it has, in the last financial year, we have reported a revenue of $281.7 billion with a profit, with a net profit of $101.8 billion, which makes our profit margin 36%, one of the highest in the race of technological companies. And the reason that why I chose to participate in this debate is that I have a deep personal will to form a company in late in my future. So I'm very passionate about it, and I wanted to learn about this particular agenda, that how we can balance both ethics and profitability. Because ethics is is one of the fundamental pillar of humanity, and at the same time, profitability is one of the fundamental pillar of business. So I wanted to understand and learn that how both can be managed at the same time, because it is very important, according to me, for having a successful business. And that's the reason that why I joined this debate.
Okay, that's amazing. So, thank you so much for your introduction. Nayab, would you like to introduce yourself next?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I am Ratinav Mazumda, and some of my habits and some of my hobbies are reading, writing, and maybe songwriting too. And the company I have been assigned is not. Talking about the company, nothing built its entire brand on a gimmick, absolute transparency. They sell you clear glass phones that expose the screws and coils, pretending they have nothing to hide. But behind the glass is the same brutal reality of every tech giant: rare earth mining, massive e waste, and factories optimized for high margins, not human ethics. It raises the ultimate question: is corporate ethics really real? Or is it just a slick design aesthetic used to mark up prices and make consumers feel good about buying things they don't need? Coming back to the judge's question, both of the question I would like to answer it in the same sentence. I personally wanted to research why the corporate world as a general is connected so deeply connected to an individual labor's or a worker's life that they might lose their life working in the corporate world and stuff like that. So I guess that urge and curiosity to research why the individual faces so many issues in the corporate world. And yeah, that's the thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Pratinav. So basically, we also have some other participants, but due to some network issue, they are not able to speak right now. It's all right. We can talk to them after a few minutes. So Dominic, can you hear us now? Okay, I think she's having some network issues. Just give me a second. Okay, so I would like to introduce myself too, because although I'm not supposed to participate and look over the whole competition, but since I love this kind of debates, so I'll be participating too. And if I introduce myself, then hi everyone. My name is Pirakshi Goswami, and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And the company that I'll be representing is Google. So why Google? It's because first of all, let's be real. It's a very powerful company, and in India, I'm not sure if there's anyone who does not even uses Google, right? So, if I talk about the agenda, which is balancing profit and ethics in workplace, it's something that many huge companies, many small businesses ignore or they take advantage of. Because I don't know if you have heard about this problem, but there was a case where in Maharashtra, women were like they were told that they have to like perform a surgery, and where some of the workers their uterus was removed so that they can work 365 days without any break. So that's the condition that's happening in some of the remote areas of our country, and that's why this specific topic was chosen, so that we talk about this issue and we find solutions. Thank you so much. And anyone wants to ask any questions or anything before we go ahead with the speeches? Does anyone has any sort of questions they want to ask or anything?
Yeah, no, not right now.
Okay, and what about others?
I think we can continue.
Okay, Ananya, I think you joined just now.
Yes. Uh,
Can you
Hello,
repeat?
everybody. Good evening.
Yes,
Yes,
Ananya.
Rakshi,
Go
can you
on.
hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Good evening, respected judges and fellow delegates. My name is Ananya, and I'm representing Zara. This is my first debate, and so I'm a bit nervous, but I'm also excited to join it with you all. So, as we were talking about hobbies, I don't have any one hobby in particular, but I do love reading and cooking because it gives me peace and also as you asked at the start, what do I understand by ethics and profits? So to me, ethics means doing business responsibly by treating employees and customers and the environment fairly. Profit is the financial success of a business. I believe a successful company should aim to achieve both. And as I was talking about Sarah, the fashion industry is often criticized for choosing speed and profit over ethics. As one of the world's largest fashion retailers, I
Ananya, I'm so
understand.
sorry to interrupt, but basically our speech session will start after the introduction session. So this is
Oh,
just
okay, fine.
introduction. Yeah.
Oh, fine. I was a bit confused actually.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can introduce yourself. It's fine, like your name and the company you're representing and your views on why you registered for Business Team Conclave.
Oh, yes. I came to know about this topic through social media, where there were many discussions about companies balancing business growth with ethical responsibility. So I came to know about this through a friend. And about this agenda, I think it's very relevant agenda because businesses today are expected to earn profits while also acting responsibly. Finding the right balance is important for long-term success. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. So with that, we come to the end of our
Can
introduction
can
session.
I introduce now?
Yeah, sure you can.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abhiruddha Sahu, and I'm the delegate of the part of the business system. I joined this country because I have strong passion about the business, how the money works, like entrepreneurship and the innovation. I'm also the founder of Glow Haven, a newly launched candle startup with a tagline "Light that feels like home." Apart from entrepreneurship, the judges ask like hobbies. I have many hobbies like the science, making the science project, and I have been secured first prize for 3 consecutive years. Continue, and I'm also specially connected to the cricket as I have represented my club at many tournaments. Like recently, I have represented the club Nayantara in the district. The club match held on the Jaipur, and there are many matches I have played in inter-district and club competition. And today I have a privilege to represent the Nestle, one of the world's leading food and beverage companies. I look forward to presenting Nestle perspective on the balancing profit with ethics and engaging the meaningful discussion. And I will not say many more for now. Thank you, and I wish everyone the very best for the debate.
Okay, so thank you so much, Abhay. So with this, we'll be moving to the speech session. So before the speech session, I'll just like to remind everyone that Your speech should be between 60 to 90 seconds, and after speech has ended, the other participants can ask you questions, right? And to the other participants, don't hesitate to ask any question. Like if there's any question in your mind, or you want to ask like about the company or anything, any questions related to the company, do ask them, because as I have also mentioned before, you will receive for answering and asking questions. All right. Okay, then. So we can start with the speech session. And who would like to go first? Kindly raise your hand.
All right, Priyakshi, before we move into the formal procedures,
Yep.
uh, I believe we should go for a roll call. We should mark the portfolios that are actually present today, and then we can move forward with the speeches.
Okay, sure.
Yes, so I'm just going to call out the names. If the delegate is present here, please do raise your hand and then say present, okay? First of all, Amul,
Amul is absent today.
Nestle, present. IKEA, delegate
I
of
think,
IKEA,
yeah, she's present, I guess.
Starbucks, Starbucks is not there, I guess. Zomato, all right, we don't have Zomato as well. Tata, do we have the delegate of Tata?
Yes, sir, you have.
Amazon, we don't have Amazon, okay. Zara, do we have the delegate of Zara?
Yes, sir.
All right. Reliance Industries, do we have the delegate of Reliance? All right. Priyakshi, I'm going to mark you present as well, okay? Google.
Yes.
Do we have the delegate of Apple? Delegate of Apple, if you're here, please raise your hand and say present. All right. Delegate of Shin, do we have the delegate of Shin? I'm gonna mark absent. Then do we have the delegate of Swiggy? Yes, I love the introduction of Swiggy, so present. Microsoft, again.
Present.
All right. The last delegate, do we have the delegate of Adani? Nope. Okay. All right. So we're
Excuse
going to
me.
move forward.
Excuse me. I
Yes.
think the delegate of Anthropic is not being called.
Yeah, marked Entropic present. It's
Oh, it's completely fine.
yeah. So we're going to move forward with the speeches, and we're going to go with the order of the roll call itself. Now, first of all, we'd like to go with Nestle.
Can I introduce myself at later on? The network coverage is not good now, if
Yeah,
possible.
sure. Would you like to give your speech now?
Later on, if possible.
Yep, it's definitely possible.
Argashish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's one more delegate, okay? It's nothing.
Okay.
And also, when you're seeing your speech, kindly turn on your camera. Okay, yeah, you can continue.
All right. So we have IKEA, delegate of IKEA.
Yes.
Yes, you may give your speech. You can start with a self count of, 3, 2, 1, and then you can start. I'm going to count the duration of your speech. And when it's 90 seconds, I'm just going to inform you. All right?
Okay.
All right, you can start.
Honorable judges and esteemed delegates, a very good evening. Today, we are here to discuss an important question in business. Should companies focus only on making profit or should they also protect workplace ethics while growing? Many people believe that to earn more profit, companies must reduce costs by lowering employee benefits or working standards. However, IKEA follows a different idea. IKEA believes that profit should come from better operations, smart planning, and efficient business practices. At the same time, IKEA follows clear workplace and supplier rules. This includes providing safe and healthy working conditions, restricting child labor, and ensuring workers are treated fair. This is the solution we offer. Incorporating business ethics as a part of how a business is conducted rather than viewing it as optional or a liability. Through this approach, IKEA shows that business can growth and workplace ethics. Through this approach, IKEA shows that business growth and workplace ethics can work together instead of being seen as opposites. Thank you.
Thanks, Delegate. You have 30 seconds left, so we'll be entertaining questions from the entire committee. Do you have any questions for the delegate of IQ?
Yes, I do have one question. So
You're the delegate of
I'm the delegate of Swiggy,
Swiggy. All
and
right.
this question is for the IKEA's delegate. So,
Or
one news came up that your France unit was caught spying on employees. So, does this betray your modern image?
We did look into that and we accepted it was a lapse at our part, and we took strict actions against the employees that were caught. They were not supported by our code of conduct, and we ensured that this will not take place. We strengthened our data privacy policies. We trained our managers to make sure that this does not happen again. We cooperated with legal authorities and we improved our monitoring systems to make sure that such a privacy violation does not take place.
No, actually, it took many years to admit your fault. So, how can the workers be justified into that while maintaining your ethical part as well?
We did not justify it, and yes, it did take us time to examine the issue to actually mm, take all the necessary steps to counter what happened, and we did not stand by it in any way.
Also, in 2022, many Russia in the Russian unit of your IKEA's division, many workers fled, but uh, and many workers fled due to the poor working conditions. So, how can you justify the ethical part?
Well, having so many branches over so many places, at times it does become difficult to ensure that all the units have been properly maintained and are following our code of conduct. However, we do conduct regular supplier audits to ensure that we maintain our work standards. And yes, it was a lapse on our part.
all right,
All right.
delegates. Whenever you want to ask the follow-up, please ask me about the follow-up, okay? Then I will allow you for a follow-up. And delegate of IKEA, like you have actually justified right now only that you all accept the fault of IKEA on this particular circumstances and incidents that happened recently and over the years. Again, my question goes to the delegate of Swiggy. Can you quote the exact question that you asked for the first time to the delegate of IKEA?
Yes, I asked the about uh, the the France unit was caught spying on the employees. Yes.
All right. Now, since you're marking for portfolio resources well, and again, since the delegate of IKEA accepted it, I'd like to ask the details of that particular incident to the delegate of IKEA. Do you know how many members were spying or how many, like, what are the factors involved? If you can mention those factors and if you can, again, give the solutions that were, uh, introduced right after that particular incident by IKEA, it would be great for the committee.
Yeah, in 2012, I guess. So IKEA was involved in a bribery scheme in the French unit. So The Swedish police also investigated IKEA's French unit for alleged bribery officials, paying middlemen to set up stores. And in 2019, the France was ordered to pay 1.2 million for illegal wiretapping and not bribery, unrelated. But noted, investigation remains a reputational stand.
All right,
So
now last
it is
question.
publicly available. Yes.
Okay, thanks, the delegate of Swiggy. Now I'd like to ask the question to IKEA. What exactly did you do after all of these particular incidents, came out and it went public?
We supported the legal authorities when we showed our full cooperation to make sure that the research happens and the guilty is punished. We took measures to ensure that the data privacy policies are upheld and are further improved to ensure that such cases does not take place again. We trained our top many managers to overlook the employees, and we also improved our monitoring systems and supplier audits to make sure that a violation of our code of conduct will result in termination of the contract.
All right, thanks. Now we're moving forward with the delegate of Tata.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
you
So
can
again,
start.
the Tata philosophy of management has always been, and today more than ever, that corporate enterprises must be managed and merely in the interest of their owners. Okay. But equally in those of the employees, of the consumers of the products, and also local community. This was said by JRD Tata. Greetings everyone. Good evening everyone. My name is Satnadeep Karmakar and I am representing Tata, and today I'm going to discuss how Tata has been ethical in the business while being profitable. The first and the most one of the most important criteria of the success of Tata was the Tata Code of Conduct, which ensures the highest moral and ethical standards, high standards, and corporate government respect, then respect for human rights and dignity, professional honesty, and etc. It also aims for long term needs. So there is an ethical bond among the employees and a trust of the employees that this business is going to flourish. Let me remind you, Tata is the oldest, or one of the oldest Indian organization which is still dominating the Indian market. It has been founded in 1868 and still is flourishing. Price of greatness is responsibility, just like Winston Churchill said. Tata ensures to reach this greatness by being responsible towards the society and their needs. About 66% of our funds or the profit that we earn from Tata Sons, which is owned by the Tata Trust, is given to the society in philanthropic trusts, which ensures right education, healthcare, rural development, scientific research, and livelihood programs.
All right, delegate, you
However,
have elapsed the time. It's already
okay,
90 seconds.
okay, if there's any
Well,
question,
yes, we'll be opening the floor for questions, but before that, I'd like to inform all the delegates that we're expecting solutions from your end as well. Okay? Speeches may try to include uh, at least around 40%
I do have a
solutions.
solution, but can I complete the solution?
Obviously, you can complete the solution. You can, give it again. But I'm just informing all the delegates once. Okay? Just keep in mind of that particular thing. The solutions are needed. That's it. Yeah, you can definitely go ahead with the solution.
Solution is quite simple. Basically, the Tata has been flourishing the market with TBEM, that is the excellence model of Tata. I believe the other if the other companies follow up these excellence and be inspired by this excellence model, they can also be ethical while being profitable in the market. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, delegate. Do you have any questions for the delegate of Tata? Anyone? Yes.
Okay, so I do have a question.
Yes.
Yes. You're the delegate of
Anthropic.
Anthropic. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Tata operates in almost all the major sector, right? Means almost all the major sector in our country, so it is upgrading, right? So does such diversification makes it stronger, or does it, I mean, creates a risk of, what to say, like monopoly like influence in India's economy?
How can it be a risk when it's diversifying in India?
I mean, instead of, I mean, what to say,
It is
like,
providing all the small industries to come up to the stage. It is helping them. Do you know Nano, which was first owned by Suzuki and now it's owned by Tata, which is also a fact that Tata has been helping people. We have been giving electrical vehicles to people with the partnership of other motors. You know, Jaguar.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's an international brand. Tata has been, with Jaguar. They have collaborated with Jaguar and made these electrical vehicles possible in India because Tata thinks that India can flourish in this market, which it is. So I think that answers your question. I don't think so. That's a threat to the Indian economy, but an upliftment to the Indian economy. Thank you.
Okay, delegates. First of all, the question was very basic. Okay? And to be honest, it is out of the mandate of discussion of this particular, I would say, committee only. Because we're discussing about ethics and its relation to the profits, and I don't see how exactly this monopoly wala cheez aa gaya hai. So I would definitely allow these questions, but again, the delegate of Tata actually understood the question and he, you know, gave the answer really well. So I would like some questions related to the agenda, related to that particular portfolio and its relations and uh, relevance to the particular agenda that we have. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Yes, Priyakshi.
Can I ask a question to the delegate of Tata?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay, so since you mentioned, right, that you have many branches and that's a good thing for Tata, but then how do you take care of so many workers? Because I'm sure in Tata there are workers who are also from a very poor background, right? So what are the steps that you have taken to protect them? Like the factory,
I
how do
think
you...
I mentioned that in my speech, the TBEM, that is the Tata Excellence Model. You can go to Tata Sons and you can just look up to the entire Excellence Fund, or I can just, can I recite this because it's quite wrong? I mean, quite long. But
Yeah,
if you want to actually go through it, you can just go to Tata Science. It's really transparent. And also on top of that, I did mention the Tata Code of Conduct, which ensures high moral and ethnicity standards, respect for human rights, which ensures safety, then maintain balance of interest of stakeholders and treat them fairly among, and there's a treat them fairly and all that. So that answers the question.
Thank you.
all right. A delegate of Tata, I would be, asking
Yes.
you a question. Okay.
Hmm.
We understand that Tata has a particular code of conduct. How
Yes.
exactly does Tata as a company, how exactly they implement it?
Okay. So there is. Wait. Okay. So first of all, Tata did a lot of stuff. First of all, Tata Steel, it invested in worker welfare instead of only cutting costs. Okay. Second, what they did is Tata Motors. We develop electrical vehicles with higher initial costs. For example, we have Tata Nexon EV development, expansion of EV technology and charging partnerships. Then we have Tata Trusts, which we chose social purpose over ownership structure, which means we gave 66% of our Tata's fundings to philanthropic trusts. Then uh, everyone is quite known of the TCS services, that is Tata Consultancy Services. We took strict response to recruitment and bribery allegations that came to Tata. Then Tata Chemicals, we worked on sustainable investments because just like Winston Churchill, there was one more businessman, that is Joseph Zates. He says sustainability is no longer about doing less harm, but it's about doing more good, which Tata ensures through Tata Chemicals by sustainable investment. So these are quite things that, that's how Tata did all the stuff. Any more questions?
No questions. That's it. Okay,
Can
Nayab.
can I ask a question from
Yeah,
a
yeah, all
delegate?
right.
Sure.
Delegates, please raise your hand and then, okay. I'll I'll
Can I?
just speak of the
Just a minute.
delegates.
Wait. Let me write this down. Yeah.
Yes,
Ask.
any more delegates would like to ask question to the delegate of Tata?
Means, can I ask
Yeah,
from a
Yeah,
yeah,
delegate
sure.
of
delegate of.
Nestle?
Ask.
Okay.
As the Tata is investing heavily in the AI and automation, how can you guarantee that this technology won't replace the thousands of the workers that are working at that field?
Well, can you blame Tata for it? Do you think that,
No,
first of
I'm
all,
not
let me
blaming.
let me tell you, Tata is a competitive brand, okay? And to be on the competitive market, Tata needs to adopt the modern technology. Do you think we will sit back and take the traditional technology and cope up with it? No. That's what Campa did, and that's why they got removed during globalization. So, of course, even if it impacts the workers, okay, workers should be smart enough to develop a skill of their own. AI cannot take all the jobs, okay. AI can just take a certain amount of jobs, and a certain amount of jobs cannot be taken by AI. So far, that's what I know. And for that reason, the workers needs to develop that kind of skills. That is not to blame Tata, but to blame the people, right?
Like, as we know, means Tata helps very much poor families in that village type area, and we all know it. Like, can Tata, what Tata can do to make the people work more with cooperate with the AIs and all, while don't taking the jobs of the human in that
By
field.
not taking the jobs of them. If they are working good,
Yeah.
then of course we'll keep them in job. If they're not working good, then why would we do that? There are so many layoffs. Every company does a layoff. Even Nestle, I think so, there were amount about 1000 or 2000 workers layoffs because of your working conditions. So I don't think so that's like that's kind of a really basic question, to be honest. It work after all, it depends on what the workers are qualified as. I'm not going to take any, you know, uh, any traditional method and not be competitive in the market. Because if we lose that thing, it's going the economy of India is going to fall off, because Tata is a huge company.
Okay.
Okay, delegates, I would like to ask delegate of Tata to mute himself. I'd like to address some points, some important points. Yeah. So first of all, I expect all the delegates here to not use personal pronouns and to use a collective pronoun, because you are representing a particular portfolio, okay? So personal pronouns will just get you negative points. And secondly, you should imagine that this particular committee is, you know, in the surveillance of the press, okay? The press is there and there is one particular executive board, and it's overlooking all the particular comments. It's written down in a verbatim. So everything you say, it directly goes to the press. So you cannot just directly, blame any particular company without any proof, because that might lead to, again, a public controversy. So there's a lot of stuff that should be kept in mind while debating. These are some points that you should have been informed. That's my mistake, but I expect all of the delegates here now to, reform their speeches a bit, give solutions, and थोड़ा सा अगर, you know कंट्रोवर्सी से दूर रह सकते हैं तो रहो, क्योंकि we are going to have an open debate. At that particular time, we are not going to have any press. It's not going to be written down in the verbatim. You all will have free will. You all can target companies. You all can argue. You all can do whatever you want. Right now, I expect everyone to be formal, in the formal setting. And if a particular delegate has exhausted their time, I would just dap it. Okay, you'll hear a sound. You have to stop right then and there. And again, When I'm going to recognize delegates to ask questions to that particular delegate who has just exhausted their speech, I would expect that you all just mute yourself. I would call out your names, I'll recognize you, and no delegate will themselves say, ki, yes, I'll be entertaining this question. That's for me to do. Okay? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving ahead with your
Can I
delegate.
can I
Yeah,
ask some question?
yeah, sure.
Uh, Priyakshi, what was your portfolio? And Abhay, who asked me questions, can you just tell me your portfolios?
Well, mine is Google.
Okay. And there was
And
Nestle,
mine, yeah, yeah.
and there was
Mine was Nestle, okay, Nestle.
one more person who asked me a question,
Yeah,
I
Anthropic.
guess.
Anthropic.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. So we're moving ahead with the delegate of Jara.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you may start.
All right. Am I visible?
Yes.
Okay. So Zara is known as one of the world's leading fast fashion brands, recognized for its ability to quickly identify fashion trends and bring them to customers at affordable prices. With its efficient supply chain and innovative approach, Zara has built a strong global presence and continues to influence the fashion industry worldwide. Zara has grown into one of the world's leading fast fashion brands because of its ability to understand changing customer preferences and quickly bring new designs to the market. Our efficient business model allows us to provide fashionable products at competitive prices while remaining successful in a highly competitive industry. However, we understand that business success cannot be measured only by profit. The fast fashion industry faces important ethical challenges, including environmental concerns, waste management, and responsible supply chain practices. Zara acknowledges these challenges and is taking steps towards becoming a more responsible brand through sustainable materials, recycling programs, reducing environmental impact, and improving transparency. We believe that profit and ethics are not opposing ideas. A company can achieve financial growth while also respecting people, communities, and the environment. In today's world, customers expect brands to be responsible, and businesses must adapt to these expectations. At Zara, our goal is to continue innovating and growing while creating a positive impact. True success is not just about being a profitable company, but about building trust and contributing to a more sustainable future. Thank you.
All right. Again, one advice. First of all, please try to use some modulation, try to make your speech more engaging. You can include a hook as well. And now we're expecting some questions.
Okay.
Yes, delegate of Google.
Can I?
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so Zara, in your speech, you mentioned that you are one of the most fast company, and then you follow trends really fast, right? But
Yes.
then it's the same company that also contributes a lot to the global waste. So how do you justify that?
See, uh, fast fashion creates environmental challenges, but completely eliminating affordable fashion isn't realistic. The better solution is producing more responsibly, reducing waste, and encouraging recycling, and while meeting consumer demand as well.
Or a delegate. Now, so you asked a very, important question about how exactly does Jara reduces waste. You're just saying that we should reduce waste, we should do this and that. How exactly do you as a company, as Jara, uh, you know, reforms its particular mechanisms to solve this particular issue, to solve the wastage problem that is there while producing the stuff that is relevant to the new trends? So that's what we're expecting as an answer. How does Jara exactly reduces the wastage system?
Thank you for the question. I currently don't have a verified information on that specific point at the moment, so I wouldn't want to provide an inaccurate answer.
All right, that's perfectly fine. And
Can
again,
I ask a question?
yes, Satmadev, wait till I recognize you, okay? So, again, I was just saying that delegates, if you do not like to entertain a particular question, you can just skip it, okay? Just say that I would not like to
Okay.
entertain this question. That's it. And we're not going to discuss any further about that question. That's just one important, you know, point that I'm just going to tell you all. And again, now we have questions from delegate of Tata, I believe.
Okay, so in 2024, Swedish media reported allegations of dozens of current and former Zara employees about workplace conditions. This included bullying by managers, excessive monitoring, needing permission to leave assigned work areas, being monitored during toilet breaks, and psychological pressure in the workplace. How do you suffice that with your ethical, uh, agenda?
Um, I would not like to entertain this question.
Okay. Next up, we have Gyanav. May I know your portfolio, Gyanav?
So I'm representing Microsoft, and I have a question for the delegate of Zara.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So my question is that Zara is based on fast fashion model. So how can the society and their employees can believe in Zara's idea and ideology that they are going to protect the workers' right? Because fast fashion is all about producing goods cheaper and faster. Also, there has been a case in 2017 in Turkey that a manufacturer of Zara could not pay the wages for their workers. So the workers put handwritten labels inside the clothes for demanding their employees. So what is the answer that Zara's delegate would give to this question?
Can you repeat the question, please, Jana?
Sorry.
Can you please repeat the question, Jana? I couldn't hear
Yes, sure.
you.
So Zara is based on fast fashion model. So in fast fashion, it's all about producing goods cheaper and faster. So how can the society and Zara's own employees can believe in Zara's ideology that they are going to protect the workers' rights? Because for producing goods faster, they need to make their employees do overtime. Also, there's one example to sustain my question is that in 2017 in Turkey, there was a third-party manufacturer of Zara named Brevo Textile. So it went bankrupt. So it could not pay the wages for their employees. So should not Zara, that's the parent company for Brevo Textile, should take the responsibility for paying the wages because it didn't pay in 2017.
Uh, Zara produces in small batches based on real-time store data. Well, what people are actually buying. So, which reduces dead stock significantly compared to the industry average. Also, well, I don't have the answer for the next question of that. So, can we move on?
Yeah, sure. As the chair of this particular committee, I would not like to entertain any more questions to the delegate of Jara. Moving ahead, we're the delegate of Google.
Okay.
Excuse me. So there is a new delegate who has joined, and he was actually marked absent.
Okay, may I know the portfolio?
Yeah, so I am Satkirat Singh and my portfolio is Starbucks.
Okay. So first we're going to take the speech of Starbucks, then we're going to take the speech of Google.
Okay, so wait a second.
Yeah, you
So
can
can I
start.
start?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you not merely as the representative of Starbucks, but as the voice of the company that has turned a simple cup of coffee into a symbol of connection across the world. Our mission is clear: to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one cup, one person, and one neighborhood at the same time. Every cup we serve represents quality, community, and responsibility. Yes, every global brand faces scrutiny, but we believe accountability defines true leadership. Starbucks has invested in ethical sourcing, supported coffee farmers, and expanded employee opportunities and taken meaningful steps towards sustainability by reducing waste, encouraging reusable cups, and working to lower environmental footprints. Because protecting the planet means protecting the future of coffee itself. At Starbucks, success is measured not only by profits, but by people, community, and the world we leave behind. Thank you.
Okay, delegate, you have 30 seconds left. We'll be opening the floor for questions.
Yeah, I would like to entertain some questions.
So, do you have any questions for the delegate of
Yes, I do
Starbucks?
have a question for Starbucks.
Yes, go ahead, Tata.
Okay, so Starbucks violated many U.S. labor laws. Those laws are illegal retaliation against union organization, unlawful surveillance, illegal questioning of employees about union activity, orders to reinstate fired workers, and bargain with unions. How do you justify that? And this report is from AP News, which is, of course, you know AP News, and yeah. Several labor judges have declared this, allegations about Starbucks. So how do you justify this?
Yes, delegate of Starbucks. Are we expecting an answer from you?
Yeah, I would like to refrain from answering this question.
Okay. Delegate of Google.
Yeah, so there has been a recent issue in US that many workers from Starbucks were protesting against wages and improved working conditions. So how would Starbucks justify that?
Yeah, regarding that, we would like to justify that using that the protest that happened was actually staged by some of the workers, and actually in reality, the prices were not changed, and it is increasing according to the inflation which is going on, and it has not affected a single worker in real life. So I would like to call that protest a staged protest. Thank you.
That's a bold claim, delegate of Starbucks. Do you have any sources for it?
Can I provide the documents for that after the like after finding the?
Yeah, since you have completed your speech, you can just send it in the group itself. We'll review it.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have the delegate Yanav. I believe it's Nestle.
Yes. So I'm representing Microsoft, and my question
Okay,
is
Microsoft.
for the delegate of Starbucks. That in Starbucks, the employees have formed unions, and to the best of my knowledge, unions are formed when the voice of a single individual is not heard. So, can we conclude that Starbucks don't give importance to their single individual employees, and that's why their employees have to form unions?
Uh, See, Ganav, I would like to point out the issue by saying that unions are not always formed when the voices are not heard. It is formed as a way of expressing some emotions. We, as a company who respect our workers, we also respect the unions which are formed, and we. It's not always that we don't listen to our workers. The formation of the unions are not merely formed because we don't listen to them, but also for some other reasons. So the claims that are regarding us being us not listening to the workers is not that
Yeah. So, what was the exact reason that the employees of Starbucks have to form unions?
Uh, well, I can't answer that. You would have to ask the workers instead.
Can I ask a question?
First, we'll have Dhriti, then we're going to entertain the delegate of Tata.
Okay.
I would like to know from the delegate of Starbucks what was the reason behind the Buffalo New York Union campaign in 2021 and 22, and why did the US labor judge in 2023 ruled that Starbucks had violated labor laws hundreds of times in Buffalo?
All right. Delegate, may I know your portfolio?
IKEA.
Okay. All right, Starbucks. Would you like to entertain this question?
Um, I would like to refrain from answering the question.
All right. So next we have the delegate of Google.
Thank you very much. Just give me a sec. All right. So, good evening, everyone. I'll start my speech then. Let's be real. People think a business can only make money or do good. But Google proves you can do both. Look at the facts. Google has been carbon neutral since 2007. We gave up massive military AI contracts because it didn't align with our ethical principles. They show that doing the right thing actually drives long term profit. To lock in this balance, I propose two solutions. The first is a safe tech fund. This is a separate protected pool of money which will be used directly for a customer data privacy and employee safety. Safety will never be a cut just to save a dollar. The second solution is that community first action. The company must run regular programs for society, like donation drives, environmental day events, and volunteer work. Google already leads the way. And this agenda proves that ethics and profits are partners, not enemies. Thank you.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Okay, delegate of Tata. Please wait for some time. First
Okay.
of all, delegate of Google, you elapsed your time and the solutions were great. Could you just elaborate the solutions a bit? That's a question from the chair.
I'm sorry?
Could you elaborate the solutions?
Sure. So, my first solution was that there has to be a separate fund which should only focus on employee safety. Because while working, there are many, fatalities that can happen. So, that specific fund will only be for the employees so that, there won't be any issues regarding that particular field. And the second one is conducting volunteer work. Like, for example, uh, suppose it's environmental day, right? So what we can do is that we can go out for planting drives or cleaning up our local areas. So those were my solutions.
Okay, delegate. We'll now entertain some questions for you. Tata, you may ask the question.
Okay. So as you mentioned about employment safety, right? I have only two names, David Drummond and Amit Singhal, and also wait, one more name, and that is Andy Rubin, who is the Android founder. These are all sexual misconduct allegations given by the employees in Tata. In 2018, the New York Times have reported this, and they have investigated and they have found Andy Rubin as guilty. How does this suffice?
making a dominance over the market?
Okay, so thank you for the question, first of all. So, first of all, I'd like to highlight that every company has its own competition, right? So, this is just a tactic of Google that Android phone already have Google Chrome installed in them. And I don't think any customer of Android has ever complained about that specific factor.
Can I have a follow-up question?
Yeah, sure.
So you saying that no problems at all? There are security trust in the apps which were pre-installed in China from the same Android companies like Oppo, Vivo, and Xiaomi. All of them had pre-installed apps of Google, but all of them had a secret virus inside that which was sending information to China's intelligence. I would like to say about that.
Okay, so see, first of all, that issue, Google is constantly and in the present time also we are working on that issue. And about the privacy concern, we have many modes like we have account search, then we have incognito mode. So that answers your question.
Well, delegate of Starbucks, please do give me the source of that particular article or whatever source you referred to for this particular virus wala thing. And again, delegate of Google, how is the private mode related to this particular question? Like, can you elaborate it? Because I don't see how viruses are, you know, relevant to these particular private modes that can be, used by using the Google Chrome or whatever it is.
Okay, see, so the thing is that many people are worried that their data might be stolen, right? Like it was in relation to Starbucks question. So for that reason, we have incognito mode and the other modes where their search history or the data won't be stored if the customer is actually so worried about their data being stolen.
See, obviously the data will be not saved by Chrome, but websites can, they can just get the data, the employer or the school from which you're using the desktop, they can also get the data, and the internet service provider, they can also get the data. So, how exactly would you defend this particular statement of yours?
First of all, the internet service provider is not of Google's concern. That's their own thing. And about the websites, they already ask you the permission before you enter it. Like I think I've heard of it. It's called cookies. So if you accept it, then you're accepting it. If you're not accepting it, then they won't like take your data.
But that still does not form a connection between viruses and Chrome. So,
Look, see, viruses can enter your computer, and it's not like totally proven that it's because of Chrome that you are getting the viruses, right? So I hope that answers your question.
okay, I just got the source. Okay, we're just going to have a small delay in the further speeches because I'm just going to quickly verify it once. Because again, the source that I just got, it's looking a bit, you know, bit different than what the delegate of Starbucks just mentioned. Because the title here says that hackers are using fake Google Play Store pages to infect Android phones. Okay, so it's not the fault of Google, ठीक है, delegate of Starbucks. These hackers, they are making fake Google Play Store pages. So it's up to the client who is using any browser or who is using the phone, and this particular malware, it's just entered into the phone. They are showing
Can
a fake.
I? Yeah. So the thing is, the websites, not the websites, along with that, the apps are pre-installed. The fake apps are pre-installed in China in the fake Androids, which they are making in their own country. So the thing is that they are exporting this phone to other countries, and it's causing a great security concern. On the name of Google, they are trying to gain the trust of the people, and they are hacking, obviously. So, gaining the trust on someone's name and misusing it for some reasons, they could have prevented that, right? So, that's the main concern.
All right, delegates. See, first of all, it's the fault is entirely upon this particular crime actors and all, okay, organizations. It's not for Google to account to this particular viruses, to this particular crimes that are happening using this particular malware as a service tool. So I believe that all the delegates here can discuss on the solutions, provide a solution that will target these particular organizations and fix this issue of, you know, uh, using malware as a service tool. Because I just went through the whole article that you gave me as a source, and it's actually not the fault of Google as a whole. Okay? And again, Google can fix this thing, but it would likely need the help of the organizations or the law and enforcement officials from the states from which these particular crime actors or organizations are developing such viruses. So please discuss it once with your fellow delegates. And tomorrow, when we're going to table a particular document of solutions, include that solution in that particular document and do mention how exactly Google and its fellow allies are going to target this issue. Okay? We're going to end this particular
Uh,
discussion now.
I have one last question.
Delegate of Tata, your question would not be entertained because we've already entertained one question. We have Nayab. We'll
Can I
entertain
can
his question. Yeah, we'll have Nayab first.
Thank you so much. My question to the delegate of Google will be, if Google's original core value was don't be evil, at what point in the development of military contracts like Project Nimbus did the definition of evil get rebranded as strategic market expansion?
Thank you for the question. So I would like to answer that by saying that the quote, right, don't be evil, it was not removed or the wordings were changed. It was actually put into one of the last sentences. So that's why I think you're having that issue of understanding.
Um, can I have a follow-up question, please?
Yeah, it would be granted, but first of all, your portfolio.
My portfolio is nothing.
Okay, great. Yes, granted.
So, but still, that doesn't answer the question that Google hasn't been funding military contracts. That is maybe funding the Israeli government to fire bombs and bullets on Palestine and places like that.
Okay, see, so Google has a lot of research centers, and what we do has nothing to do with. We don't promote wars, we don't promote violence. Whatever we're doing, it's either for research purposes or work. I hope that answers
Mm.
your query.
Sure, no more questions for myself.
It was a very nice question, delegate of nothing. And next up, we have one more delegate who'd like to ask a question, I believe.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, that's great. Uh, Next, we're going to take the speech of the delegate of Apple. Delegate of Apple.
I think delegate of Apple is absent today.
Okay. Then we're going to take the speech of Swiggy.
Ah, yes, sir. Good evening, Honorary Chair and my fellow delegates. I proudly represent Swiggy, one of India's leading food delivery and quick commerce platform. So at Swiggy, we believe that profitability and ethics go hand in hand. So most of our success depends on the trust of our customers, our delivery partners, restaurant partners, employee, our gig workers, investors, and society as a whole. So, operating since 2014 in a highly competitive market, we work to provide fast, affordable service while ensuring workers' welfare, customer safety, and data privacy, and also environmental sustainability through initiatives like accident insurance up to 10 lakhs and delivering insurance from annually 30 crores. And with a strong ESG goal, we are committed to provide 100% electric vehicles by 2030. And SWE continues to build a more responsible and sustainable future. And today I'll be demonstrating with that. that how Swiggy is driving that business growth. Also keeping in mind of the ethical part and also maintaining the sustainability goals. Thank you.
All right, delegate, any solutions that you'd like to provide? Delegate of
Yeah,
Sweden.
Chair, what kind of solution?
Yeah, so if you've included any solutions in your speech, can you repeat it once?
Yeah, so what part of the speech you want me to repeat, sir? I said that
Solutions.
operating. Oh, solutions. So we aim to provide 100% EV vehicles by 2030. We are providing insurance claims up to 30 crores. We are annually disbursing 30 crores insurance claims, and also we have an accidental policy of 10 lakhs. So through these initiatives and ESG goals, Swiggy continues to build a more responsible and sustainable future.
All right, that's great. Now open the floor for questions.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, with ethical concerns, I want to ask you, uh, okay, should I send? Okay, anyways, so in Kolkata, Swiggy Instamart delivery partner gave some religious books to a person, which uh,
Mhm.
which said why Islam. He gave Quran and some other contents with the things that the person actually ordered. Can you justify if how does religion come into Instamart delivery?
Sorry, I would like to skip this question.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Yeah, granted.
Okay, so there is one more question. This is an entire Reddit post where a Swiggy
Mhm.
delivery partner says that the delivery fraud is getting out of hands and the restaurants are being robbed.
Mhm.
Where he discusses that about the 2000 rupees plus orders are being cancelled and 80% of the commission is cut out from the delivery guy. Why? So how can you say that? How can you suffice this with your ethical concerns?
So can you please repeat that part? What's the main question of yours?
The main question is when a order is cancelled, the
Mhm.
restaurant is penalized, 80% of the commission is cut out from the delivery partner, and Swiggy has nothing to respond to it. Why?
Sorry, I would like to don't answer these questions.
Okay, that's interesting. And also, if it was me, I would just say that Reddit is not a valid source, and it's the
Yeah.
but
Well,
since
sir,
you,
it was for him to answer, not you.
yeah, yeah, I know. That's why he won't be marked for it. I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
informing the delegates. That's just a simple way to exit out of such, um, I mean, क्वेश्चंस ठीक है मीनिंगलेस नहीं बोलूँगा क्योंकि इसमें थोड़ा सा मीनिंग था but the source is like completely blatant ठीक है so we're moving ahead with other questions we're going to have questions from Dhriti.
So I would like to ask the delegate of Swiggy about the Bangalore protests that took place in 2022 with around
Mhm.
3,000 delivery partners who reported that there were reduction in per kilometer pay and deliveries were assigned outside their usual zones, which were very long distance for them, which Swiggy reacted as demanded a week to examine. But later it followed another protest in 2024 in Pune, which were similar concerns by the workers about mm, uh, lesser per order payment, removing of the daily incentive, and reducing minimum guaranteed earnings.
So I would like to say that in the June 19th incident in Kochi, not 2,000 delivery partners were involved. Only 200 delivery partners are involved, and they went to strike. They were claiming that Swiggy's payment model reduced their incentive. So after that, not only that, we are providing uh, the payment structure also. the payment structure change with the fuel price and the demand inflation, and also the economic structure of the country. And Swiggy also engaged in the discussion and reviewed the incentive model afterwards. And we are promising to deliver our 3.5 lakh gig workers uh, the accident insurance, and also more than 18 lakh rupees insurance coverage. So that suffices my statement. And also it's a kind of solution to establish a communication between Swiggy and their beloved gig workers.
Okay. Treaty, the delegate of which particular portfolio?
IKEA.
Okay. Next we have Gyanav. And again, delegates, please write your portfolio's name, okay? Not your personal names. From tomorrow onwards, just write your portfolio.
Yes. So I'm representing Microsoft, and I have a question for the delegate of Swiggy. That Swiggy have incurred a loss of 800 crores in the last financial year. So how can we truly say that Swiggy is profitable, and how is Swiggy even aligning with today's agenda, because it has incurred a loss of 800 crores?
Yeah, I believe that Swiggy may have incurred the loss of 800 crore, but Swiggy's other goals, such as expanding its business to Instamart and other such profitable businesses, I think they will incur the loss, and they will balance out the profitable part as well.
So can I ask a follow-up question?
Yeah, granted.
Yeah, so Swiggy was established in around 2016-17. So it has been more than around 9-10 years. So is it a less period of time for a company to not become profitable? Because 10 years, according to me, is a good amount of time for any company to become profitable, or at least not to incur loss.
No, actually, Swiggy was established back in 2014, and Swiggy is just, constantly expanding its business since then, not in 2016. And also, Swiggy is competing with Zomato, Blinkit, and other such delivery, uh, you know, their e-commerce delivery platforms, and they are constantly in a competitive state with each other. Although our founders are in a friendlier condition with each other, like the founders from Zomato and our founder Swiggy, but they are constantly scaling their businesses in a competitive environment. So 10 years, I think it's not a it's a kind of a brief time, I will say, for the profitable part to flourish for Swiggy.
All right. Next up we have Nayab, and you're the delegate of.
Nothing. I'm the delegate of nothing.
Okay, you
Okay,
can
is it
go
my
ahead with the
time to give
question.
the speech? Okay. Uh, जब स्विगी इंस्टामार्ट एग्रेसिवली अपने अल्ट्रा फास्ट डिलीवरीज को प्रमोट करने की रास्ते में रहता है, हाउ मेनी ट्रैफिक वायलेशंस एंड नियर मिस एक्सीडेंट्स आर मैथमेटिकली बजटेड इनटू द एल्गोरिथम टू इंश्योर कि मतलब ग्रोसरीज हर मर्तबा समय पर आ जाए?
Sorry, it was my question.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you please repeat that question again, please? Sorry.
सॉरी व्हेन जब स्विगी इंस्टामार्ट एग्रेसिवली
Mhm.
अपने अल्ट्रा फास्ट डिलीवरीज को आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश में रहता है, हाउ मेनी ट्रैफिक वायलेशंस एंड नियर मिस एक्सीडेंट्स आर मैथमेटिकली बजटेड इनटू द एल्गोरिदम कि इंश्योर हो जाए कि मतलब हर मर्तबा ग्रोसरीज टाइम पे आ जाए?
I would like to skip this question.
So I
Okay.
have also one more question, one last question.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there is a convenience fee fraud by Swiggy. This was reported in among like just 3 months ago. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
where in the bill total was 8,000 something around with the GST on, and the coupon was of 400 discount. Okay. Now the convenience fee for that much, which was like the distance of the delivery was about 2 kilometers apart. The convenience fee was 423, which was beyond the coupon. How does this, you know, help uh, in ethical means, ethical standards of Swiggy? I have the screenshot as well. Can I send this screenshot?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Please provide the screenshot.
Okay.
See, personally, I did saw the bill wala meme ticker. It became a meme actually, and
Yeah.
So
so
where should
waiting
I
for the
send? I am
screenshot.
sending in business team Conclave.
Yeah, yeah,
Am I?
send it there itself.
Acha, okay, okay.
While you're sending it, there's a possibility that the bill is fake. Okay, so delegate of Swiggy just answer it accordingly.
But I would need some good evidences that the P is fake.
Yeah, so it's up to the delegate of Swiggy how he handles it.
See, these are some of the short-term profit and unethical decision that can damage the customer trust. But Swiggy publicly claims that ESG and sustainability with long-term business growth, and Swiggy also follows the standard of 27001 ISO standards. So these are some of the I should say uh, what I can say about that, but I don't have that much of valid proof to show it against that, to show against that bill. But yeah, Swiggy should ethically be more careful about that and should thoroughly consider their ethical business and long-term success came with the customer satisfaction as well.
Thank you.
All right, delegate of Google.
Thank you for recognizing me. So I just have one question that in many instances it has been seen that whenever the Swiggy employees like they go to deliver an order, then they are not allowed to use elevators or the basic facilities. Like if they're thirsty, then they are not allowed to even get the drinkable water, right? So how's your company compensate on that?
Yeah, this part I should say we should focus on because um, internally we have the internally we have the worker safety and the gig workers insurance maybe we have, but the kind of environment we are working on and the kind of society we are working on, still uh, we are still much uh, we are still not concerned about their humanitarian part. It's for our customer and it's for the societal part that needs to be answered,
Can I
not
follow
Swiggy.
up?
Yeah, granted.
Did you
Yeah.
just say that employee safety is not your concern?
No, 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 not like that. Employee safety is our concern, but the kind of society in which we are working on, they should be more humane. They should approach and they should communicate the workers with a more humanitarian approach, like the kind of like you told that they are not the lifts are not for them to access. So it's not the company's concern, but it should be company's concern. It should be acted into their policy whether how society treats the gig workers.
Nestle.
Yes, means due to some problems, my camera is not working. Is it okay?
Yeah, can it be fixed after some time you can
By
give the
tomorrow,
speech?
by tomorrow means the
All right,
camera
give the
problem.
speech now then.
First of all, I want to thank you to the organizers, the honorable judges. It's an honor to represent the Nestle in this forum. Nestle is the world's largest food and beverage company, operating in 186 countries with a purpose to unlock the power of food to enhance the quality of life for everyone, today and the generations to come. Some of the strategic models the Nestle follow are the creating shared value (CSV). Unlike the traditional corporate social responsibility (CSR), CSV focus on the intersection of the socialist needs and the business objectives. We believe that for a company to be successful in the long term, not in short term, it must be create value for the both its shareholders and the for society. Some of the key focus areas of Nestle, I would say, like the nutrition, health, and wellness, delivering the safe, high quality, and nutrition foods and products. Some rural development, like the working with the farmers to the improve productivity, quality in the living farming communities. Like we know that in the Maggi masala, in the back of the Maggi, right, we get the raw materials from directly to the farmer. The core thesis, the business case for ethics. At Nestle, our long-term survival is directly tied to the health of the community we serve and plant we rely on. We argue that companies cannot maximize in profit in the long run if they degrade their environment or exploit their supply chain. The most famous question that has been asked by Nestle, that's why does Nestle's model work? Our corporate business principles, I would say that, go beyond the local regulation. When the legal frameworks are weak in emerging markets, we impose our own global higher standards to ensure the consistency and the trust. I point out some of the problems that are faced by first problem should be the investor pressure, demand for the short term and quarterly
Delegate, please
profit.
conclude your speech.
Yeah, I would conclude the speech by saying that wait a second. To the conclusion, the conflict between the profit and ethics is a false dichotomy. At Nestle, our experience proves that the most successful and resilient businesses are those that initiate the ethical responsibility into the core business model. Thank you, everyone. Good luck.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
Yes,
Nestle is known for its beverages and food, right? So,
yes.
according to the news of ndtv.com, which was published, an article was published in April 19, 2024. It mentioned that sugar was found in baby food and child labor allegations were made to Nestle. Ac- So, can you please tell me how does that is justified?
I think what's the source? Can I know that?
ndtv.com, ndtv.com, and there
Give
is
me.
one more there is one more, that is doll.gov, that is a US government report. So yeah, I can send the links if you want
If
to.
possible, it's this here. The Nestle does not tolerate child labor. The claims were good, but it was doesn't found guilty in the court. I guess the
Who
company
said it
acknowledged that
was
the
not?
child
Who
labor
said it was
was
not found guilty? The U.S. Department of Labor, they constituted a list of goods produced through this child labor from I cannot spell this name, but it is a place Cote de Ivora. It's
no
in
problem. Can
Ghana.
you say the
Ivory
places?
Coast, I guess.
No, not Ivory Coast. It's I don't know. I don't know how to spell this name. It's Cote de Elvori something.
See, delegates, we'll just stop this question here itself because I just heard the delegate of Nestle say that uh, it was not, we're not, um,
Guilty.
it was not ruled by the court that we were guilty. And then he added, I guess. So that
Yeah, but
basically says that he's not informed about his own portfolio. So we're going to not entertain this question anymore. We're going to move forward with another question. The question
thank you,
was really
sir.
nice. If it was me again, I would have definitely not say I guess after saying that we are not guilty. But again, at the same time, NDTV, he could have just said that we do not recognize this as a formal source. Okay? So these are some basic stuff. Okay? Come on, guys. You gotta know this stuff. Okay? And we're going to have questions from IKEA.
So there was a Russia strike in 2008 where workers demanded better wages and objected attempts to limit the company's attempts to limit the union's ability to negotiate salary increases.
Can you repeat the question?
In 2008, there was a Russia strike where workers demanded better wages and objected the company's attempts to limit the union's ability to negotiate salary increases.
Okay, I would like to skip this question.
Yeah, this question is not
Uh,
framed well.
I have one more question.
Can I ask a follow up?
No, not granted. Tata also not granted. Going to have questions from nothing.
Thank you. My question for delegate of Nestle will be when Nestle heavily promotes its commitment to a just transition and building resilience for vulnerable farmers, does that transition include the estimated 1.48 million children still trapped performing hazardous tasks like spraying pesticides and carrying heavy load in West Africa?
I would also skip this question. I guess the answer will be very much long by depending on the pesticides and the question explained to you.
See, if the question is very important, as the chair of this committee, I would like to request the delegate of Nestle to, write the answer in the text format and give it in the group itself. Okay? It's a very nice
If,
question, and it would give
can I get the
points to both the delegates. Okay? So,
can I get the question in the text form? It
yeah,
will
yeah,
be
sure.
easier. Yeah.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
Next, we have the delegate of Google, followed by Gyanov.
Thank you, Chair. So I'll just ask one question to Nestle that a report by The Guardian states that in poorer countries like in the continent of Africa, the infant baby foods of Nestle have sugar, whereas in richer countries of the continents of Europe, they don't put sugar in the same specific food. So why is that being done?
One second. I would like to skip this question.
Sure, but just to account for the points, Google, can you repeat the question?
Sure. So I asked that a report by The Guardian suggests and reports that in poorer countries, specifically in the continents of Africa, the same product that Nestle sells has sugar in the continents of Africa, right? Whereas in the continents of Europe, in the richer countries, the same product, they don't sell it with sugar and it's infant baby food.
Okay, so that's a complicated question, but we'll take it. Um, Again, delegates, again, I'm mentioning this thing. If anyone refers to a source from a particular news outlet or a, news organization or media organization, you can just directly say that we do not recognize this particular organization as a formal source. That's it. You get points for answers and they get nothing basically. Okay? If the question is good, they will definitely get points. But again, sources, it's up to the delegate answering the question if they recognize the source or not. For example, if we consider Interpol, or again, if it was a MUN, then we would have recognized UN sources. That way, you know, we can keep a very formal check on the questions. So that's a like advice that as a chair I am suggesting you all. Please keep in mind about that. And Gyanov, you can ask your question, but before that, please do let me know your portfolio.
Yes, so my portfolio is Microsoft, and my question is for a delegate of Nestle. That Nestle generates billions of dollars in profit from chocolate sales annually. Why has the company not used its immense capital to pay cocoa farmers a guaranteed living wage, which experts state is the most direct way to end poverty-driven child labor?
Uh, I think so. Like Nestle has helped the cocoa farmers many times, and it been if you go to the Nestle page and you search the cocoa farmer aid relief, that there is been mentioned that Nestle
recognized the problem there, and it's helped means try to help the cocoa farmers and reduce the child labor there. I guess so. If
So,
you go through that.
may I know that how actually Nestle have helped? Because there have been many controversies that Nestle is accused of forced child labor in the continent of Africa.
Yeah,
So, how does
Nestle has
Nestle
not
actually?
forcefully. I guess means where I have been studying, I don't I have not found any means that position that Nestle had forcefully child labor from any authentic sources. Like the allegation has been arise from unauthorized. That's why, and from the authorized sources, it has been said that Nestle helped that cocoa farmers and try to reduce the child labor, and it's not forced anyone there to work for their cocoa farming.
Okay, to be honest, not satisfied with the answer, but we'll give you the points according to that. Next we have IKEA question.
In 2009, there was a India labor dispute where the company refused to recognize the newly formed union and negotiate wages or working conditions until legal proceedings took place. How is that ethical?
Yes, can you repeat the question?
In 2009, there was a India labor dispute where Nestle refused to recognize the newly formed union and negotiate wages or even working conditions until legal proceedings or protests took place. How is that ethical?
I would to skip that question.
Okay. Next up we have the delegate of Microsoft finally for the speeches.
Yes. Firstly, good evening to honorable judge, esteemed delegates, and everyone present here. I am Gyanateka, and I am proudly representing Microsoft. It is an honor for me to represent one of the largest global tech company, which is successfully managing both profitability and ethics in an ever-evolving world. Microsoft is not merely a corporate company. It is more what I call a social company that aims to improve and edificate our society through the doors of technology and as well as through employment. In our company, divisional organizational structure is established along with a mix of functional leadership, which helps us to put the people with specific expertise in the department where they belong the most. Through this structure, our employees can make the best use of their talent, which not only makes them productive, but also helps us to create state of the art product for our customers, which importantly influences our profitability. Moreover, Microsoft gives equal opportunity to all, regardless of race, gender, religion, age, disability, or any other such personal characteristics. It welcomes all the workers around the world, and as a result, all the talented workers have a will to join Microsoft. They don't only perform the usual duties, but they also help us to understand the different point of views of different societies, which is vital for product development. So, a solution that I would like to propose to the given agenda is to establish a fair system, to establish a inclusive and safe workplace because it increases productivity, it increases creativity, which is important for long-term sustainable profits. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions for the delegate of Microsoft?
I have a question.
Yes, sure.
So, according to the report of US Securities and Exchange Commission, Microsoft was blamed for fraudulence and bribery. How does this justify?
So, when was the exact case? Can I get the dates?
This was during 2019 July 22.
And what was the case?
Fraudulence and bribery,
So,
for which Microsoft paid 16 million to settle the case.
actually, we don't recognize the source. So, I would not, I would refrain myself from answering because the source is not something that I would like to recognize.
Okay, I have one more
Delegate,
question.
Yes,
delegate
sure.
of Tata,
Yes.
uh, just give me that particular article or source, okay?
Also, I would
And
like to look into the source if I can get.
Okay,
yeah, just share it in the group then.
Yeah, thank you.
I have one more question.
Yeah,
Granted.
Okay, so there has been an antitrust among the Microsoft, okay, which was controversial because it limited the consumer choice, harmed competitors such as Netscape, and this report is from Antitrust Division, U.S. Department of Justice. Do you need the link for this as well?
no, I'd want the date.
Uh, I'm sorry, but there is no dates provided here.
So I'm assuming that it has been a report of the past 2 decades. So in the 1991 internet boom, so we had there has been an allegation that Microsoft is establishing a monopoly. First of all, it's completely wrong to say because it's a monopoly because in 1991 Microsoft is one of the largest tech company because of which we have got some evidently profits because it was one of the largest company and because the internet started then because it is the internet boom. So we got some help, but it was not a fabricated monopoly system that we established. It was rather more natural. So that's my answer for your question. And because you don't have the date, so I cannot give a very specific answer to it.
I have one more question.
Not granted. We'll move with IKEA.
There was a Xbox layoff protests in 2025-26, where hundreds of workers were laid off despite Microsoft's strong financial performance. Workers also claimed that they were requesting extended healthcare or priority transfer to other Microsoft branches, but they were dismissed. So, why was that?
Okay. So the layoff that happened in Xbox, it was more due to technical reasons, and it happened because in the ever-evolving world, we need to maintain our profitability along with the employees' trust. So that I cannot give you the specific reasons because it's vital, but I can surely say that layoff didn't happen due to financial reasons, but it rather happened due to skills and due to the changing world.
So, Microsoft compromised with ethics due to profit.
Microsoft didn't compromise its ethics. It rather restructured its company to make space for the employees that deserves more and to accommodate itself into the changing world.
I would like to ask another question.
Granted, but make the question, you know, a bit more factually correct, I would say.
There was a sexual harassment case in 2019.
All right, sorry to interrupt, Delegate of IKEA. Whenever you're going to mention a particular incident, please try to give the details of it. And I don't mean the whole story, but at least a name, the name of the victim, perhaps. Okay?
Sure.
Please do refer to such incidents by uh, explicit details and all. All right. Uh,
One last question.
we'll see about that, but first let's take the question of nothing and Nestle. Nothing.
So
Uh,
m- sorry, my question is, Microsoft purportedly publicly positioned itself as the worker-friendly tech giant by signing a historic labor neutrality agreement to let employees unionize without corporate interference. Why are its newly acquired gaming studios facing massive downsizing, divestments, and forced structural overhauls?
I'm sorry, but I have not understood your question. Can you please repeat?
Sure. If Microsoft publicly positioned itself as a worker-friendly tech giant, okay, by signing a historic labor neutrality agreement to let employees unionize without corporate interference, then why are its newly acquired gaming studios facing massive downsizing, divestments, and force structural overhauls.
So that does not. I would not like to give a direct answer to it, but yes, the gaming studio does not directly comes under the purview of Microsoft. It's a third party of.
Sure, no more questions.
All right, delegate of Nestle.
Okay. Means on 27 July 2023, the European Commission opened an antitrust investigation into the Microsoft's team building with Microsoft 365. How does the Microsoft justify this practice if the Microsoft suppose the fair competition?
So antitrust regarding to what? Can you please repeat?
Like, if the means Microsoft suppose the fair competition, why did the EU means investigate its team building with the Microsoft 365 regarding the something going through that?
Yes. So investigations are part of any company's journey. So an investigation does not conclude that a company is ethically wrong. It just says that agency is trying to know more about it, is trying to investigate. So that does not it's not conclusive to say that Microsoft is unethical.
A very good response.
Can
Delegate
uh,
of,
one more question?
would you like for a follow-up?
Yeah, type of.
Yeah, if it's a follow-up, then only it would be granted, okay? It should be related to the first question.
Okay, then I will. Okay.
Okay. Then we have the delegate of, no, we won't be entertaining any more questions. Um, Now the next speech will be given by the delegate of Anthropic.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you may start.
Okay. Powerful AI can change the world, but trustworthy AI can improve it. Respected chairperson and fellow delegates, a very good evening. Today, I represent Anthropic. From supporting business with smarter decision making to helping researchers accelerate discoveries and assisting students in learning, Anthropic is building technology that empowers people rather than replacing them. In a competitive market alongside OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and others, our greatest competitive advantage is trust. Anthropic's Claude has become popular because it combines a strong focus on AI safety with excellent real world performance. Recent market data shows that Anthropic reached over 34.4% enterprise adoption. A 2026 report also estimated 220 million active users on Claude AI and 4.2 million weekly active developers using Claude Code. In real world, business and developers rely on Claude for tasks like reviewing long documents, coding, and complex analysis. Some reports also suggest that Claude Code can improve engineering productivity by 27 to 41% on common tasks. On top of that, around 64% of Anthropic's revenue is estimated to come from enterprise customers, showing how widely it is trusted by businesses. Anthropic's Claude family is built for different needs. Haiku provides fast and efficient AI assistance. Sonnet offers a balance of intelligence and speed for everyday users and business, while Opus handles most advanced reasoning, coding, and research tasks. Together, these models help people solve problems faster while keeping safety and reliability at the center. We
Conclude your
acknowledge,
speech, delegate.
yes,
Conclude your speech.
okay, we acknowledge that AI also brings challenges, but safety restrictions can definitely solve this. As technology continue to shape the world, our commitment remains clear to ensure that artificial intelligence serves humanity with transparency and integrity. So that's how I would like to conclude my speech.
Okay, that's fine, but we did not get any solutions from Anthropic.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but the time was, I think, short.
See, just try to summarize the solutions and just tell it
Okay,
once.
sure. We acknowledge that AI also brings challenges. Safety restrictions can, but however, having safety restrictions and I mean stopping the misuse of AI remains a concern. So our solution is continuously safety research, transparent AI policies, and partnerships that make powerful AI both responsible and accessible.
Okay, so now we're going to move forward with the questions. Let's recognize Swiggy first. Swiggy, you may ask your question.
Yes. Swiggy is establishing their AI with the help of the anthropic model of Claude to improve their customer, the customer complaints. So, how do uh, the anthropic's model of Claude ensure data privacy? Because we are in close tie with the Digital Data Protection Act, so we need to maintain the data safety. So how do you ensure that data is safe by using Claude, since it's a newer model?
Okay, so see, Anthropic ensures data privacy by following very strict security practices, like limiting data usage and giving users control over how information is handled. And you see, Claude is designed with privacy and safety because trust is essential in AI adoption. I mentioned that in my speech, and yeah, the company also follows responsible AI practices to handle all of the data through strict controls. Then, what we can say, encryption and security measures, we can reduce unauthorized access. And as you asked about the data privacy, that is how we maintain that. So, I
Any
hope that satisfies your question.
delegate of Swiggy, would you like a follow up?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, next we have the delegate of nothing.
Thank you. Um, Anthropic was founded on the singular noble mission of steering AI safety. Um, why are its own top safety researchers resigning and warning the public that the safety team is constantly under pressure to set aside what matters most?
Well, people are worried about, you see,
But can I have a follow-up question?
Granted.
Um, but safety of the users and every researcher in the Anthropic team is the, I guess, foremost thing that is to be considered. Why is it the last thing that is considered in now times?
can you please just repeat the question, like summarize the question once?
So I'm asking that many of the other AIs have considered safety concerns at the topmost level, as that will be the topmost concern of our company. But Anthropic has still not founded its own safety concerns properly.
Well,
Um,
I don't think that is actually correct because, uh, and well, Anthropic does focus on privacy protection, and you see, researchers work on alignment techniques like the constitutional AI. I guess you know about that, the constitutional AI. So that is how we are trying. So basically, constitutional AI is a method where Claude is, I mean, it's a model, right? So it is trained to follow a set of, what to say, predefined principles, like similar to a constitution, as the name suggests. So instead of relying on human feedback, the AI learns to evaluate and, what to say, like improve its own responses based on safety, honesty, and all the stuffs like that. So we are we are aware of it, and constitutional AI is a part of that. Our concern.
okay, no more questions.
Delegate of Microsoft.
Yes, thank you for recognizing. Anthropic claims to prioritize AI safety and ethics, but as a profit driven company. competing in the rapidly growing AI model market, how can you guarantee that commercial pressure will never lead you to compromise your ethical and safety standards?
Hmm. Well, that is what exactly the main purpose, the sole purpose of our AI is to provide trust and to provide in transparency. So that's what we are doing, right?
Can I have a follow-up question?
Granted.
So, how exactly Anthropic is maintaining and balancing trust and ethics? Are there any concrete ways how Anthropic is performing these duties?
Uh, yes, sure. Well, see, Anthropic balances ethics and innovation by making safety as a core part of AI development, as I have already said many times. So you see, it works with businesses and researchers to ensure that AI, remains useful by protecting users. So by collaborating with businesses, a lot of researchers, we can uh, just see over it.
Can I have another follow-up question?
Granted.
Yes. So, if the Anthropic have to maintain safety, and if it slows down their model, since they are competing in a highly profit-driven market, would Anthropic would prioritize safety or their market share?
What do you exactly mean by closing down the model?
Sorry,
What do you exactly mean by closing down the model
I
that
don't mean by closing the. I mean, if due to the safety measures of Anthropic, if it slows down their model, so it's going to affect their market share. So, will Anthropic sacrifice their ethics or market share in this case?
well, of course not. Anthropic will never sacrifice its ethics, right? If anything wrong does goes on, we will definitely acknowledge it and work for it. And you
All
see,
right.
there are a lot of models we are having that, and we are constantly improving, right? For example, 2024 we had Haiku, then we had Sonnet, we had Opus, and then a lot of that, and maybe we are going to have this Fable 5. So we are constantly improving. So it's not about having only one model and sticking to it. We are just improving every day, almost in every year. Right from 2024 to now, we almost have 13 to many models are there. That's what.
We got it, delegate. We got it. And moving forward with the delegate of Nestle, please ask your question. Make it concise. Make it very factually correct with sources and all.
Okay. So, firstly, I have a question that if the Anthropic is a committed to the responsible AI development, why did it use a copyrighted books from allegedly unauthorized sources to train Claude? And the sources are of the US code that rule. Once again, let me tell you the sources.
Just share it in the group.
The- Okay, I'm sharing it.
So see, AI models learn patterns from large amount of data, like similarly how humans learn from studying books. And you see, the goal is not to reproduce copyright work.
They use this illegally, means they don't have any right to train their cloud without any concern with the authors.
Well, so what's the source?
Yeah, just give the source
Uh,
because this is a
okay,
very important question
one-
and it's disruptive as well. So we need the source. Because if it's true, then the delegate of Anthropic have to defend herself with suitable arguments and all. So we need the source as soon as possible. Meantime, we have nothing after we address the questions of the delegate of Anthropic.
yeah, I have shared that source of it.
So I delegate, it's not there in the group.
It's oh, once again, I have 1 minute. It's going on. Yeah, please just check now.
See, this is clearly ChatGPT, okay? But again,
Uh,
I do
as
not.
we
Okay,
it is true. I
delegate.
have checked on the
Just just listen first. Okay, I do not support uses of AI in drafting speeches. I definitely do support AI while using it for research purposes. Just click on the link, ठीक है? Second वाला जो दिखा
okay.
रहा है core class certification, click on that link, give that link to me. I'll then
One
verify
second.
it.
One second.
Alright, delegate, without
Have you
wasting much
received the
time.
link? Uh, have you received the link?
Nope.
Once again, I'm resending it.
Or let's say delegate will address this thing tomorrow in the open debate. Okay, we'll have the open debate tomorrow itself. We're not going to have the open debate today because we will be elapsing our time. And
Yeah, check it
so we're
out.
going to take the last speech of the day. It's from Nothing. Nothing, please give your speech.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Honorable Chair, my fellow delegates, kudos to everybody. Thank you for giving nothing to have a mark on this conference. Look at the world. It's a monotonous dystopian nightmare of identical glass slabs designed by corporate boards who haven't smiled since 2012. People think you either have to surrender completely to the Silicon Valley hive mind or go live in a cave. But nothing proves there is a third way. You can fight the corporate machine by simply charging people hundreds of dollars for a smartphone that looks like a cyberpunk skeletal system. To look to lock in this delicate balance of hype and holiness, I propose two solutions. First, the Glyph for Good initiative, a protected fund to program our flashing LEDs to blink in Morse codes, warning us whenever we are about to check our ex's social media or post an unhinged take online. Second, aesthetic absolution. Nothing will deploy armies of graphic designers to local coffee shops to gently bully people still using solid, non-transparent phone curses. This agenda proves that hipster aesthetics and corporate survival are partners, not enemies. Thank you.
Okay, delegate, any solutions that you'd like to provide?
Um, I think I have quietly mentioned the solutions. I have proposed two solutions.
Yeah, just elaborate and repeat them once again so that I can
Sure.
mark you.
The first solution is Glyph for Good initiative, a protected fund to program our flashing LEDs on the back of our screen, on the glass screen where the camera is situated, to blink in Morse codes to help people in need whenever they are in need or in emergency situations. And second of all, aesthetic applications, which might help people in businesses too. Nothing will deploy armies of graphic designers to local coffee shops to gently bully people who are still using solid, non-transparent phone cases.
All right. This speech, it was really entertaining, to be honest. Do you have any questions for nothing? All right, delegate of Google, go ahead.
Okay, so I have one question, and the question is that many employees they say that nothing does not really prioritize the employee's safety. So, how is that justified?
I would like to ask for the source here, please.
Okay, so the lines are basically said by the employees themselves of nothing, and the source is Glassdoor.
Sorry, but we don't recognize Glassdoor as a probable and acute form of source.
Or
I would
Delegate of
like to entertain.
Delegate of Nestle, would you like to ask a question?
Can you give me a few minutes, 2 minutes?
All right.
I
Anyone
have a
else?
question.
Yeah, yeah, ask.
Yes. So nothing. You might know, like there was a thing before, nothing chats, if you know that. So during that time, it was 2023. Nothing chats leaked all the private messages of the people using it. It was promising. It was launched as a promising iMessage, which was supported in Android, but instead it deployed all the private messages of people. So how do you explain that?
See, Nothing is a quite new brand, new tech company that is uh, producing phones and many different electronic, no, techs too, devices too. So I believe in 2023 we were quite, I would say, young or quite early to have proper safety and privacy basis for ourselves, I guess. So that's why I guess it was our first time to make a mistake, and I believe there were no further safety concerns for anymore.
I want to follow up.
Granted.
Okay, so since you say there are no safety concerns anymore, uh, there is okay with there is no safety concerns as you say, but now there are many misleading, you know, marketing uh, misleading marketing concerns that nothing has done. Instead of using their own phone camera to, you know, promote their sales, they used photos from iPhone as demo units. So
May I know the source, please?
okay, should I send it?
Yeah.
Please.
There you go.
I don't believe it is a trustable source to believe that's a follow-up question,
Yeah,
but
delegate, it's justified. It's not a trusted source.
yeah, so I
So
would
we're
not
going
like to answer
to,
the question.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. We're not going to take that question into account as well because it's directly an article from a client. That's what I believe. Um, so yeah, we have exhausted all the speeches of all the companies. Any company, any delegate left to give the speech, do let me know. Anyone? I don't think anyone is there.
okay. All right.
Yep. So we can suspend today's formal session. We're going to do the open debate tomorrow. Some suggestions that I would like to, you know, give again to the whole committee. First of all, please refrain from using personal pronouns. Speech, I should not be telling you this stuff, but speech is out of 10. Nobody got 10 out of 10. Nobody even got more than 6. And it was because there was no modulation. Presentation was so not, you know, good. And representation, you have to be in that sphere of mind that you are an official and executive from this particular company. You cannot use personal pronouns, okay? So for that particular reason, negative marks पे मिला है बहुत को. And portfolio research में nobody got more than 6.2. I expect tomorrow during the open debate you all have some good amount of knowledge regarding your portfolio. Questions, Tata was really great in terms of the quantity. In terms of quality, Microsoft, Swiggy, and nothing. They were really great. Uh, Three questions were among the various questions asked by Tata. There were three questions uh, in which he got 0 points. So instead of asking various number of questions, ask few questions, but that should be really curated for that particular portfolio. And yeah, that's it from my side. These are the all suggestions that I'd have been waiting to say to you all, and that's it. It has been a quite a long evening, and let's suspend today. We'll meet tomorrow. And also tomorrow, I would expect a formal document outlining all the solutions that we discussed today and that we'll be discussing tomorrow at the open debate. So try to form allies, groups. Okay. I need at least two documents from two various groups of allies. Please give it tomorrow. We're going to vote on it as well. So yeah, that's it from my side. I'm going to hand it over to Priyakshi.
Thank you so much, Arkashish. So before ending the meeting, I'd just like to say that tomorrow we'll be having the debate session. It was actually planned to happen today, but due to the stretch of time, we are unable to have it today. So the timing for the debate will be decided in the group, whether it will be in the daytime or the evening. And other than that, I'll just want to speak about the solution papers. So basically, as the judge mentioned, there will be two groups. We'll have to form them on our own, and after that what will happen is that the sample of the solution paper has already been provided in the group. So after the blocks have been formed, then we'll have to make solution papers with at least 10 solutions, and then in the meeting they will be voted upon. People will ask questions on that solution paper, and then the meeting will end. So
And
that's all from our side. Then I think so.
yes, one more thing I'd like to mention.
Yeah.
The solutions, I request each of the company present here not to give AI generated solutions. If you're going to give it, then obviously I'm going to know. Okay, and I can see a lot of ChatGPT sources. Nowadays, you can just see the source in the search bar, and I can see ChatGPT in most of the sources that were presented in the group. The solutions, they have to be, even though if they are only 10 solutions, they have to be really uh, in a detailed format. Detailed as in कौन funding करेगा, कौन, who are the companies involved, everything related to that. How exactly are you going to implement it in the grassroots level? All of that stuff. I believe you know it. Give me detailed solutions tomorrow. That's it.
All right, then. Thank you, everyone, for your time today, and we'll meet tomorrow again.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
See
Thank
you
you, Judge.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Priyakshi.
Hi, my name is Priyakshi and I'm the founder of Startup Society. And I have a message for you all. Well, it has been around 2 months since starting Startup Society, and I'm happy to announce that Startup Society has grown into a beautiful community of 50 plus members
filled with ambitious people with their amazing ideas. Also, if you remember, we made a promise that we would try our best to elevate the startup culture in Northeast India. And we just didn't say things for